sympathize. There's a touch of mercy in the room. There's a touch of compassion in the room. There's a touch of grace in the room. Love, is it not? Yes, it is. Like I say, my personal favorite. Oh, someone spills the coffee. Oh, someone, let me help you with that. And click. The two lovers' eyes meet for the first time. And the love story happens. It happens by the thousands in the story of God. Someone spills the coffee. The stranger across the aisle reaches out to help, and boom, eye contact. Oh, all of a sudden, things just went in a glorious direction. It wouldn't have happened without that coffee spill. Okay, so, look at this. Find love in a coffee spill. It's right here. It's right there. It's just beautiful. There it is. There it is. It's that perfect. Can you see that? Of course you can. Coffee sip. Coffee spill. There's love connecting the two words. There is love literally binding these two words together. And it's obvious because all the rest of the letters all divide by 3. And what jumped out at me when I solved coffee spill again is that you now get another double of half a love to make another love perfectly. So coffee spill is love plus love bang in the nose. Like, it's really amazing. There's your love at the center. And then remember, the word off is half a love, 27. Well, that leaves us with a C and an L and an L, which lo and behold adds perfectly to 27. That's literally 27 plus 27 equals love. So coffee spill by Divine Ordinance equals love plus love. I've just proven mathematically that every coffee spill is ordained for the glory of the Triune God who is love. And think about all the things that can happen for your benefit and your character when a coffee spill happens. Number 1, you have to trust the sovereignty and love of Jehovah and worship Him no matter what happens in your life. God might train you with giving thanks for simple things like coffee spills before something else happens that you need to be able to give thanks for, like in the story of Job. Job, G-O-B, adds to 27, half a love. Very good story read in 6 letters, in 3 letters and 6 strokes, Job. People come together. People have sympathy for each other. Teamwork happens. Someone, communication. Okay, I need to clean this up. All of a sudden, the 2 employees that were at odds with each other, not talking to each other. All of a sudden, the ice is broken. It's like they got to work together. Someone, oh sorry, oh man, egos come down. Sometimes God needs to just help us. Remember, humility is a virtue. It's like if I spill the coffee, perfect. Thank you, Jesus, for working on my humility. Thank you, Jesus. This is gonna keep me in the virtue of humility. I spilled the coffee this morning, all over the boss. And truth be told, a couple months from now, maybe in a couple weeks, it'll be producing laughter for everyone in the whole office. Remember that time you just spilled the entire pot straight on top of Mr. Hugenboffen? People would be like, yeah, that was just how many laughs have happened as a result of some spilled coffee? It's oh, please, it's just drama. Just coffee spilled. If you had the word pot in there, which divides by 3, spill the entire pot. People spilling coffee on purpose. Let the love flow. Okay. All right, there you go. So coffee spill equals love plus love. And glaring, you can watch my original video when I first discovered that, and I was just giddy. But then coffee sip, similar phenomenon, the same letters, you've just swapped positions in the SIP and the SPI, and then you still got your half a love plus your 3 in the front. So a coffee sip, and a coffee spill. And then disturbingly, folks, the number of strokes continues to divide by 3 in both phrases. This is so good. This is honestly one of my new favorite gems to preach on, because it's so simple and it's so hilarious. And who sees the glory of God in a coffee spill? And that is an act of love. If I spill the coffee now, it's good for my character. Now my humility is coming back into check. Now I'm like, oh man, And now people will like cozy up to me and I'll be like, oh man, Derek spilled the coffee. It's like, let's help him out. Like I say, the personal favorite is just, you know, the ordained love story where it's like the lovers, you know, end up meeting each other as a result of a coffee spill. It's like, oh, you know, it's just too classic. It's like, you know, it's the classic scene. It's like whether it's a waiter or a waitress, it's like, oh, the beautiful or handsome waitress or waiter, whatever. You know, just walking just with the coffee, and all of a sudden, a little trip, spills the coffee. Lo and behold, it gushes all across the table, goes right onto the lap of their soulmate. and this beautiful, like, you know, it's like a beautiful, intimidating person, like a beautiful waitress or a handsome waiter that's like so good looking. It's like the person sitting at the table is like, man, I'm never gonna break the ice. I'm just not even gonna bother. But lo and behold, the coffee spills. All of a sudden, pride is gone, and it's like humility is there, and it's like, and that now the person sitting at the table is like, oh my, you know, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. And there's, you know, the conversation happens, and it breaks the ice, and all of a sudden, the two lovers that were meant to get together are just getting together. Because of the coffee spill. Okay, so, but look at how this is my new favorite. Like it's people spilling coffee on purpose, you know, just like upending the mug when the person's not on the table. Just like, you know, let's see what kind of love God works as I spill. No, you know. All right, kids spilling coffee on purpose. Let's increase Dad's patience with us by spilling his coffee. Okay, love suffereth long. All right, so count the number of strokes now. Like, it's just crazy. Like, this is too perfect. Like, we counted the obvious strokes in coffee and sip, like the E and the E and the S and the I and the P, all knit together to make 9 strokes exactly. Like 4 plus 4 plus 1 is 9, and then 1 plus 2, so there's 12 strokes there. And then this is crazy. When the 2 L's come along at the end of spill, there are 2 strokes apiece that come back to complete the 1 stroke apiece in C and O, and then there's 3 strokes apiece in each F. So in a coffee spill, even the number of strokes divides by 3 in a very obvious fashion. It's like bookend 3s, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So coffee spill, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 12 plus 9, 21. Wow, 24 strokes exactly in a coffee spill. Triple A. We did that the other day. That's awesome. So that's awesome. And, oh my goodness. And then coffee crisp does the same thing. Notice how God loves knitting the word coffee together with SPs. Whoa. And then you can get a special coffee. Yeah. And then a specialty coffee. That's what made Starbucks so great, is they had specialty coffee. Like, this isn't just coffee anymore. This is specialty coffee. It's got like mocha ingredients, it's got whipped cream on top, it's got shaved chocolate with like a chewable like chocolate straw, like with like, you know, Santa Claus like straws hanging off, little jingle bells attached to them. I'm going beyond the Call of Duty here. It's like little Santa sleigh like hanging off that thing, little North Pole sign like stuck in the cream. It's just like little like Frosty the Snowman made in snow on the top. It's like, that's what you call a specialty coffee. Things like 3 feet tall. It's like some kind of new whipped cream that actually stays together. It's like, that's what you call a specialty coffee. You know, like little flashing lights, trinkets, like little airplanes swirling around the cup. Like, that's what you call a specialty coffee. Like, that's what makes Starbucks like famous, is specialty coffee. This is a revelation. So watch this. I just gotta like make room. Like, this is crazy. So watch this. So coffee crisp is the same SP fest, getting married with the E and the E. And then a special coffee, so you got a couple options, a coffee special or a specialty coffee. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. If you go this way, the S and the P get married with the E and the E like bookend style, or if you talk about a coffee special, then you put the S and the P in the center, and everything divides by 3. Then you got the same. You got like a coffee special parallels coffee sip, coffee spill. coffee crisp. It's like the word coffee just loves hanging out with SPs. You know, coffee please? It's like, what else? You know? So you can say this phrase, the coffee pleases me. Well, there's another SP that knits together with coffee, and in the center all divides by 3, so is the coffee to your liking? Oh yes, the coffee pleases me. And people will just be like, it's like the grace that was upon that man. Yes, the coffee pleases. Let's get that one on the board. Coffee pleases me. I mean, there's a lot of people that just say that. And people just say that right now in 3 words and just get happy. Coffee pleases me. Surely it does. How do you like your coffee? Crisp! What's the coffee to your liking? No, okay. So coffee crisp, same phenomenon. SP, get married with the E and the E. And there's your I hanging out again. Like, this is the fabulous 5 that was like ordained to just travel everywhere. An E and an S, an E and a P, and an I. It's like the traveling 5 that equal love perfectly. Everywhere coffee goes, they go. It's like, oh, there's a coffee sip. Here we go. The coffee spill. Here we go. There's a coffee crisp. Here we go. Oh, here's a specialty coffee. Here we are. Here's a special coffee. Here we go. It's like, all right, love everywhere. So yeah, just there's always an I hanging around. It's like there's an I to just, you know, tag along with the SPEE. And you got love in a specialty coffee, in a coffee special. Which is, of course, what makes Starbucks famous, is specialty coffee. It's not your, you know, at the pot, it's like, you know, all this mixing behind the scenes and like, you know, people like using all their talent and like throwing in vanilla, like swirling around all this whipped cream. Okay. And then it's presented, you know, nicely. Okay. Even the word present has P and S. Okay. So nicely. So coffee presence, you know, parallels the word pleases with the P and S. It's like, you know. And then so like the phrase, she presents the coffee well, all divides by 3. And you're just getting the SPs in there. I'm just playing with coffee and famous SPs. It's like presents, special, pleases. All those words knit together with coffee. Okay. So, how do you like your coffee? Crisp. 18. So yeah, it's obvious. Coffee crisp. And then, you know, 27. It's 27. Glaring. 27, 51 plus love. 105. And then a specialty coffee. Find love in a specialty coffee. Now this is so cool because whether it's a special coffee or a specialty coffee, you got the famous TY. Think of the brand Tide for Beanie Babies. TY45. Genius. Divides by 3. And that's basically right at the center. And then so you got love number 3. And wow, so love number 1 has been found. And then you can get an ace on top of the TY to make love number 2. And then you've got half a love plus 15 left over. Okay, so specialty coffee adds perfectly to 150. That's glaring. And then so a coffee special is 45 less 105. Amazingly, coffee special equals coffee crisp. That's amazing. So coffee special equals coffee crisp. That's amazing. Coffee crisp, chocolate bar, or you can get a special coffee from Starbucks, lovingly prepared. Okay, that's so cool. So yeah, coffee special. Man, the word special contains almost the identical letters as crisp because they equal the same value, so it's kind of fun to. So SP, CI, and then yeah, EAL equals R. So the word special equals the word crisp. You know, well, coffee goes with both. A coffee crisp and a coffee special, or a special coffee. One more time. One more time in 3 words divided by 3. One more time. How do you like your coffee? Crisp! Okay. So you could say this now. How do you like your coffee? Special! And you just said the same perfect result. So, how do you like your coffee? Crisp. How do you like your coffee? Special. Equals the same number. There you go. Oh my. Oh my. And that's 42 compared to, and then, 18. And then this phrase is 12 points higher. And so yeah, Coffee Crisp was 150, right? I think. That was the one that was 150. Or no, it was 105. I'm losing track of things. Love plus half of 81 plus 21. So yeah, it's 105. So a coffee special 105. And coffee pleases 117 higher. And so then if you say coffee pleases me, that is perfectly to love plus half of love. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we solved the coffee mug, love plus love, the dot collection. What else were we doing in coffee land? Oh, coffee shops. Yeah. So let's solve all coffee shops now. I'm just one step higher from Starbucks. Can you find love in the coffee shops? Yeah, so there's another famous, like I said, there's another famous PS that's really obvious. Like, the word coffee is just hanging out with P and S all the time. It's just like I said, the 2 twin brothers got married with Miss P and Miss S. It's like the 2 twin brothers, the 2 E's, got married with Miss P and Miss S, and they go everywhere. So, find love in coffee shops. There's your half a love in SH. There's your half a love in OFF. And then it's pure 9s once again. It's just glaring 9s. You know what? I think it's going to be, you can pop off the 9. I'm going to go at this another way now that I see what's going on. And then there's the 45 from the E and the E. Let's choose an F and a C. Oh my goodness. Yeah, an F and a C to make love using the EEPS. So CF, EEPS, there's love number 1. And then you have another 36 plus 27, good night. That equals love plus 9. Let's just double check that math. Actually 27 plus 36. Yeah. So coffee shops equals love plus 9. Equals mathematician. And I would like to pop off the 9. So let's pop off, the only way is a C and an F. And then find the other 2 loves. I don't know if you can do it exactly. Oh, you must be able. Yeah, it just jumped out at me. SPS. Switch it up. Yep. SPS is love number 1. And then you've got OOFHEE to make love number 2 plus 9 composed of 3 plus 3 plus 3. So coffee shops is literally love plus 3 times 3 to the glory of the Trinity. And then you can put Starbucks in front of that. So can you find love at Starbucks coffee shops? Starbucks, this is amazing. Starbucks was love plus 6. Coffee shops is love plus 9. Pretty obvious, isn't it? Both divide by 3, differing by 3. Let me say that one more time. Starbucks, love plus 6. Coffee shops, love plus 9. That is perfectly quadruple love plus 15, which equals 2, 3, 1. Literally 1, 2, 3, if you will, like to the glory of the Trinity. Okay, and 2, 3, 1 also divides by 21, which is king for 3. Remember, will you marry me is 210. 21 times 10. Well, this is 21 points higher. So, Starbucks coffee shops adds perfectly to 21 times 11. That's amazing though. Like the fact that Starbucks, like coffee shops equals mathematician equals 117. Starbucks equals 114. Like just put those beside each other in your mind. Starbucks, 114. Coffee shops, 117. Yeah. Ordained. God's story for love. And like I say, folks, how much love is being had as we speak and then in all of history at Starbucks coffee shops worldwide. Folks, if we're honest, that's the main reason people go to Starbucks. They're not really after the drink that much. They want to spend time with someone. They want to talk. They want to know and be known. They want to love and be loved. They want to have eye contact. Eyes equals love. Okay? They want a fellowship. They want to plan things. They want to sync up. They want to unite. They want to increase intimacy. They want to forgive each other. They want to heal a brokenness. They want to heal a problem. They want to meet on, neutral ground where they can just hash something out. There's a lot of love that God has ordained to happen at Starbucks coffee shops. That's amazing. Okay? And, wow. And then can you find love in whipped cream? Oh, one of my personal favorite things. Whatever comes on top. Sometimes you have to really pay attention to crown jewels, I call them. Like the icing on the cake. Icing, like practically every letter divides by 3. Icing. It's 21 plus 21. They know what icing. What's at the top of like a specialty coffee? What do we put at the top? What's the finishing touch? Like what's the best we have to crown this item with before we present it to the customer? Whipped cream is very common. And chocolate, which we solved earlier, is important. But whipped cream, or anything whipped. So I'd like to get on that on the board. Interestingly, you knit together the word white with the word cream. So make beautiful 3s. White cream. And then whipped, all by itself, divides by 3. So white, say it, white, whipped, cream. I encourage you to say the H right after the W. White, whipped, cream. It's more pleasurable in my opinion. It even sounds like the whipping of the cream. The whipping. It's not just wet, as in W-E-T, it's whip. And I think we lose that. An English speaker that is not careful with the tongue and is not very sensual and delicate with the W-H for whip will just say whipped cream without getting the H in there. But you gotta push that H. That H is there for a reason. Say, would you like some whipped cream? If you're really good, you'll say like, would you like some whipped cream with your coffee? And people will just be like, that woman, she knows words. Like if you say it like with a real whip, you might get asked out on a date on the spot, especially if you give the old like $1 million smile. The guy will be like, he'll just be knocked dead by you say it. He's like, would you like some whipped cream on top of that? The guy will just be like, yeah. It's the truth. You gotta get the H in there. Can I get you some whipped cream with that? And they'll just be like, that was awesome. And I don't know why, but I want to hear that one more time. It's like rewind. Whipped cream on top. The WH. A WH is very famous. A WH makes 31, which boils down to 3 in 3 steps. 31 is the 11th prime, 11 is the 5th prime, 5 is the 3rd prime. But we don't speak properly half the time. We just say, oh, whipped cream. That's not good enough. You need the H in there. It's whipped cream. Or would you please whip the cream? Okay. So, whip the cream divides by 3, and then white whipped cream. So in my opinion, it almost says we should say the color white a little more delicately. No, I'm just hypothesizing here. You could say white, or you could say white. It kind of gets a little bit of the word holy in there, like a white as snow. White as snow. It softens it somehow. It takes work. White as snow, or whiter than snow. White as snow. Whiter than snow. Woo! It gives me goosebumps. It's that softness that just kind of romanticizes the word white. Or whipped cream. I mean, whipped cream is alright. There's a lot of things in this world that are white that are soft. Clouds, snow, whipped cream, white clouds. Alright. Okay, that was fun. So, what's the crown jewel by Divine Ordinance in like a specialty drink? I would say whipped cream. I would say whipped cream, perhaps chocolate, touch of honey, cherry on top. But let's get whipped cream on the board. Whipped cream. Do you find love? That was insane. Any other SPs come to mind with coffee? Coffee. That's fine. Okay, let's get whipped cream on the board. Somewhere, in the midst of all this fabulousness, down here, there's a tiny bit of room away. I can't believe we saw Starbucks in that. So Starbucks coffee shops. And then the famous phrase, meet and greet, divides by 3. Okay. Meet and greet within that. Okay, so whipped cream. Wow. That just came to me. And then so whipped cream on top will then divide by 3 fully, because the N comes along with the M from cream to make half a love perfectly. Then you got half a love at the front of cream. Oh, it's just coming together. Whipped cream, no, say it properly, not whipped, whipped cream on top. There you go. It's gorgeous. It's screaming out love. Okay? Screaming out love. So whipped cream on top. Love it, love it, love it. Say it. Whipped cream on top. Whipped cream on top. Whipped cream on top. Now, if you're really good, like I said, would you like whipped cream on top? Would you like some whipped cream on top? And they'll just be like, yeah. Okay, so whipped cream. I'm in love with the word whipped. Whipped now. Whipped cream on top. Now you could substitute the word with, because cream knits together with on. That's the deal there, and a host of other things. And there's half a love at the very beginning of the word cream. Very obvious, the puzzle piece going on. And then the M and N is another half a love. So that's an obvious combo. Cream on. When you put cream on something, that's usually where the cream goes. It goes on top. Okay, so cream on equals Jehovah. Love plus 15. Whipped. Surely we can find love in whipped cream. I mean, that's so obvious that white whipped cream. They both start with the same 3 letters. White whipped cream on top. White whipped cream. Oh my goodness. And then the word whirl. But you're supposed to, like, it's not a whirlwind, it's a whirlwind. With the H in there. It's not a whirlwind, it's a whirlwind. There's a bit of a whirlwind in there. Think of it this way. It's not a whirlwind, it's a whirlwind. It's whipped cream. It's a white whirlwind of snow. Okay. All right. I almost feel like over in the dictionary the WH is. It's like, what other? Okay. Whence? Okay. So find love in 39. Oh man, I'm tempted to. That's disturbing. I mean, it's obvious the correlation between white and whipped, but let's move from the inside out. It's pretty obvious. Let's go like this, because you can say whipped cream, or you can say whipping the cream. Both divide by 3. You can say my favorite, I whippeth the cream. So there's your 33 plus 39, 72 at the root. Wow. And then ED adds another 9. So whipped is 9 times 9. Good night. Oh man, and there's love at the center. I knew we were getting on something here. You've got to focus on the crown jewel. What's the icing on the cake? What's the finishing touch? What's the best of the best? What's the most important thing? Like, what is literally the best thing that you can add to the top of a specialty coffee or a specialty drink that is pleasing for taste and presentation? Well, it's going to be a whipped something. Whipped cream. The word whipped, can you find love in the word whipped? Yeah, it's right at the center. Bam! I love it when God does that. Right at the center, and it's glaring. Right there. By the way, it almost spells the word hippie. Can you find love in a hippie? Yeah! They were all about love. Still are. Hippie is love plus 9. But there it is, right at the center. So look at that. In fact, it's basically the same numbers as what we were seeing with the coffee sip phenomenon, where you had a 24 plus a 24 plus a 24 plus a 21 plus a 9. Miracle of miracles, that's exactly at the center of the word whipped. We're just making obvious correlations here. Look at that. Exact same thing. Remember all these famous terms we just solved between coffee and SPs? And with an I there. Those teams to make love perfectly were 21 plus 24 plus 9. 3 teams that make love perfectly to the glory of the Trinity. Okay, with all these coffee SPs. Coffee sip, coffee spill, coffee crisp, specialty coffee, coffee please, all that. Coffee shops. Okay, so now we see the exact same thing at the dead center of the word whipped. Okay, 21 plus 24 plus 9. Exact same 3 teams that divide by 3. Exact same. 21 plus 24 plus 9. To the glory of the Trinity. That's love. And then that's bookended with half a love. So you're in love with the word whipped now. Okay? Whipped cream. Okay? Love in the dead center plus WD half a love. It's too obvious. So can you find love in whipped cream, which is at the top of your specialty coffee? Yes, you can. By the way, this video needs to get to Starbucks at some point. I can go and preach to the Starbucks executive team the glory of God in their entire world. Okay, so whipped cream. Love the dead center. Now, the most important thing that comes to mind when you think of the word whipped is that Christ was whipped for our sins. Okay? Let's get solemn here. The word solemn, by the way, is 27 plus 27 plus 24. Love plus AAA. And remember that Jesus was whipped for our sins. By his stripes we are healed. Okay? So everything in every detail glorifies Jesus. Everything in every detail is for the glory of Jesus. God incarnate, pure love. Okay? He was whipped for our iniquities. He was bruised. Amazingly, the word bruised divides by 3 just like whipped. Okay? I believe in the same number of letters. Yep. Just it's really obvious. 21 plus 21 plus 27 plus 9. Bruised. How does that compare to whipped? And 48 plus Jehovah. 78. Oh my goodness, they both divide by 3, differing by 3. Same number of letters. Bruised is 78. Whipped is 3 points higher. Okay. And then when you say Jesus was, that divides by 3. So Jesus was bruised. That divides by 3. Okay. Amazingly, that whole sentence divides by 3. Jesus was bruised for our iniquities. 3 plus 3 words, it all divides by 3. Jesus was bruised for our iniquities. Okay? Jesus was whipped for our iniquities. Divine. But whipped equals 81 and bruised equals 78. Okay? So everything exists for the glory of Jesus. Okay? In the agony and the suffering, but also the gifts that he is giving to everyone down here. In whipped cream, for example. You know, the icing on the cake. So that is amazing. Okay, so love is at the dead center. And look at that love more closely now. The number of strokes divides by 3. You've got 6 plus 3 plus 3. 12 strokes exactly. The number of letters is 5, which glorifies the number 3, because 5 is the third prime. So everything about those center letters glorifies 3. And then the W and the D are 4 strokes plus 2 strokes, another 6 strokes, so in 18 strokes, whipped is love plus half a love. 9, triple 9, quintuplet of 9s. Amazingly, just divinely, you've got 3 teams of 9 that differ by 18 apiece. You've got 9 for the eye, 27 for the rest of the, 27 for the bookends, and then 45 for those centimeters. So 3 teams that divide by 9, differing by double 9. 9 plus 27 plus 45 equals triple 27. In the word whipped. So, so the word whipped equals love plus half a love. And then the word cream starts with 27, half a love. So good night. So when you say the phrase whipped cream, you're perfectly in order saying double love, love plus love. And then the M on the end gets married with other things, like the color white. Okay? That'll then divide by 3, or on top will then divide by 3, so whipped cream on top. Okay? So we have love plus half a love plus another 66 amazingly adds to one of my favorite numbers of world history, 201. Amazing. Whipped cream on top, 201. If you add the word "the" in front, say the whipped cream on top, that adds perfectly to 234, which is triple love plus a triple of triple eights. Literally love plus love plus love plus triple eight plus triple eight plus triple eight. The whipped cream on top. Okay. Amazing. And then shavings divides by 3. Ooh. Here's another famous SP, a coffee sprinkle. Sprinkle of coffee. It's just amazing. It's pretty awesome. Sprinkle on top. Yeah, so the phrase sprinkled on top divides by 3. Just divine. Okay. Okay. Wow. And then of course you talk about the tip top. All divides by like 24s. 36, yeah, it's 72, it's 96 and tip top. Tip top. And then straw divides by 3, and straw parallels Jehovah. Center letter divides by 3, flanked, flanked. Can you find love in the straw? Wait for it. It's, it's glaring. Yeah, it's like pure 9s. 39 plus 24, 63. Oh my goodness. Straw equals love plus half love. 9 times 9. So whipped equals straw. But it's love plus half love. It's all love. So like a coffee mug, you're putting all these things together. It's like, it's just crazy. Coffee mug with straw and wow. Container, all this stuff. Sip coffee. Pour coffee. Pouring coffees. It's crazy how you, like, steam, drink steam, hot steam. A hot cup of coffee, 3 just. Oh man, that's amazing though. So let's back out to big words that are in big signs and glowing letters. Starbucks. It's amazing. Love plus 1, 2, 3. And white plus green. So amazingly, white plus green plus Starbucks equals my full birth name, 228. A double 114. White, green, Starbucks. Coffee shops. Man, all these words that divide by 3. A patron divides by 3. A client divides by 3. A customer divides by 3. A person divides by 3. A pedestrian divides by 3. A guest divides by 3. A son divides by 3. A daughter divides by 3. And then guest divides by 12, just like son, daughter, child, and orphan. and person. Like, it's like when someone walks into the coffee shop, they are a guest, they are a person, they are a human, they are a son, they are a daughter, they are a client, and patron was actually the word that just came to me. Thank you for your patron, patron. It's a beautiful set of letters. Oh my goodness, love is at the center of patron. And it's also at the center of customer. Like, let's get back to the people here. Just mind-blowing. Can you find love? So we have Starbucks, okay? I don't even know where to put this. I'm just going to fit it in here because there's so much here. Find love in a patron. Is that the dead center? Right at the center. Yep. And the number of strokes in that love divides by 3. 9, 3 times 3. Patron. Plus 30, so it adds to 84, which equals daughter. Son is the reverse digits, 48. A patron. So when someone walks, that's amazing. That divides by 12, just like son, daughter, and orphan, and child. We were all orphans before God adopted us into his family, but a patron. Love is at the center of a patron. So everyone is made in the image of God, who is love. Okay? And then look at the word customer. Same thing. And the word client is love plus 9. It's just embarrassing. A customer. You got the famous STO at the center. And then on the end is, in fact, customer is love plus, is 18 and another 24 there. Found love, the center of customer. It's 36. Wow, customer equals 114 equals Starbucks. They'll love that one, won't they? Talk about customer service, well, work at Starbucks. You'll learn that one. So customer equals Starbucks. So, as I speak, there's a lot of Starbucks customers. Customer equals Starbucks. It's amazing. Starbucks customer. All right. I think that's pretty good. You can solve all the hot milk. Oh, man. I wonder what the most expensive drink at Starbucks is these days, like in terms of the creme de la creme. Like what would be the most? And then coffee beans. Oh my goodness, coffee beans equals love plus half love. 81, 9 times 9. There's another key gem. Coffee beans. It's like, coffee beans. Yeah, coffee beans equals 9 times 9. Love plus half love. And I just found both loves. Just pop off the off. The rest equals love. It's pretty obvious. Coffee beans equals love plus half a love. Amazing. Alright, I'm pretty happy with what Starbucks solved. Starbucks has been solved. Wow. Now you want to find out how they came up with the name Starbucks, and then you'll get even more fun, and you'll get even more treats behind that whole name. How did that come to be? Oh my goodness. Any other famous coffee shops? This one has the king name. We just solved it. It was so beautiful. Like, there's simply no name is perfect for the Trinity. It's Starbucks. And that's why you need to name your children intentionally, mathematically, to the glory of the Trinity. I'll give you an example. My last name is Kubi. Put Jehovah in front. Jehovah plus Kubi adds to love plus love perfectly. So if there was a daughter called Gabriel, love, Jehovah, Kubi, that adds to quadruple love perfectly. Gabriel equals love equals love, Jehovah equals love plus 15, knit together with Kubi is double love. Gabriel love, Jehovah Kubi, double love. And I studied it from a lot of angles, and it's gorgeous, and it's loaded with threes, and put it in the computer and all that stuff. Gabriel, love, Jehovah, Kubi. And then their middle name is the greatest commandment, love Jehovah. Their first name equals love. Perfect. And you can easily find the two half-loves in Gabriel. Easy. R.I., half a love. Same as at the center of Christ, the rest equals half a love. Gabriel, the famous angel that visited Mary, the mother of Jesus, to announce the name of Jesus. The name is King. Okay? Gabriel. So that's an example of a perfect name to give a child. And then do the math on the phrase God is pro-life. It's so screaming out loves, it's ridiculous. Same with God is anti-abortion. But Gabriel, love, Jehovah, Kubi is an example. Quadruple love perfectly. Starbucks coffee. Starbucks was chapters. And amazingly, folks, like this Starbucks that I visit Langley, again, the number on the door is 105, which divides by 3. Starbucks, anything else? Coffee grinds divides by 3. That's pretty cool. So like coffee beans divides by 3, and then coffee grinds divides by 3. With obvious love in there. Wow. Look at the love in coffee grinds. It's crazy. Coffee plus grinds. Let's stack the letters. It's incredible. Shoot for 27s. Off 27. R-I 27. And then an S and an E and a C 27. And then you've got 18 plus 12 left over. So it's literally 111. Love plus 3. So I bet we can get all of the loves except for the C equals 3 at the front. I would not be surprised. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. 12. Where's your 15 going to come from? Yeah, you can definitely do it. SN, oh come on, it's not hard. SN 33 plus 12 plus 9. There. It's really easy. GE plus 9. Yeah. Coffee grinds equals love plus 3. Genius. Crazy. What was coffee beans by comparison? 12 plus 18, 51. Oh yeah, coffee beans was 81. Coffee grinds is 30 points higher, 111. That's amazing. All right. There you go. Too good. Every Starbucks. So Starbucks is 114, coffee shops is 3 points higher. So Starbucks coffee shops has been solved. Pretty awesome. Okay, glory to God. Amen equals 33. It is December 1st, 2015 at 9:22 p.m. in Langley, British Columbia, Canada. My name is Derek Leonard Reinhardt Kubi. Amen equals 33.